there, I'm Artistic Gamer 7, and I'm back with another Create a Sim for the Flower series that I have ongoing on my channel. I will probably be ending this series soon. I don't want to go too far into June with it, because when I first planned, I didn't know how popular it was going to go and stuff, so I was planning on it being mainly May, maybe into June, but with the popularity it was, I did try to get them out pretty quickly, and also do quite a few more. I do have at least 2 more planned after this particular one, and I will probably take a few more suggestions. I just probably won't do too many more. So if you do have any flowers, plants that you want to suggest for me to try to turn into a sim, please leave those down in the comments below so that I can get to them probably with the next 2 videos, next 1 or 2 videos. I probably won't be taking suggestions either after this one or after the next one. So definitely, if you do have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But on to this particular flower and sim that we have here. As you can see, her name is Susie Vines. So I didn't put the full name of the flower just because, one, that would be weird for a parent to name someone that, but I decided that the full flower name would technically be her nickname. And I'm basing her off of the Black-Eyed Susan, which there is 2 versions of a Black-Eyed Susan. There's one that's in the Daisy family, which is a perennial, which means it comes back every year, and then there's one that is sort of in its own family. It's a vining type, and it is more of an annual, except for in some places it is a perennial and can be very invasive if you don't watch. It will take over if you live in a hotter climate, so there is that. I did base her more off of the vining one because that's the one I'm the most familiar with personally. But since it is a Black-Eyed Susan, I decided, I was like, well, you know what? Maybe her nickname is Black-Eyed Susan because maybe she's the tough girl, the one that's like, you know, she won't take any criticism or people bringing her down or saying things to her. She'll fight if she has to, and that means talking or physically. So I did take this opportunity to sort of make her look really pretty, but at the same time tough. And I know necessarily if you have tattoos does not mean you're like a tough person or anything, so before it gets to that, because I am putting a lot more tattoos on her, I don't think that of people who have tattoos, but there's quite a few people that when you see someone heavily tattooed, a lot of people start jumping to conclusions, which you shouldn't do. But some people do, but also I just thought I really wanted a sim that had quite a few more tattoos than I'm used to, so I was like, this is gonna be my excuse. So this is her. I definitely did try to stick with more flowers, butterflies, those type of themes with her tattoo. That's why I had some options that I could have comboed together to make her even more tattooed looking than she was, and I was trying to work with all the combinations I could, but I definitely wanted to still stick in the flower element, and it also sort of made her tattoos, like, they're very pretty and elegant, even though she has a lot of them. So I was trying to combine those things. Now, if you haven't seen a Black-Eyed Susan, most of them are orange, yellow-ish for the most part. That is for the perennial one and even the vining one. There are a few other colors in both. White is another one that sometimes comes, but they're called Black-Eyed Susans because the center of them is black. So it's very dark, and that's why they're called a Black-Eyed Susan. The vining one is mostly native in warmer areas, specifically in some of the east, I think it was the east part of Africa, down towards South Africa, like the eastern part of South Africa, and a little bit further up east was the more native places for this plant, but it is very, very popular over in America, so it's very known, especially in the greenhouses. We have the vining type, and it climbs and climbs and climbs, and people absolutely love them. As soon as they grow to a certain point, they don't stay in the greenhouses very long. But, so I definitely was trying to include, like, the vining element with her hair, trying to get it long. And like I said before, for some reason, something about braids makes me think of, like, a climbing plant. So I did actually end up using a braid on her. I thought it looked really casual and laid back, but also really nice on her, and it also had the right color almost. It's not exactly the color, but it is a pretty good mix of the orange and yellow that it can have. And I did go with a darker makeup on her with some of the stuff because, again, it's Black-Eyed Susan. So, but I absolutely actually love her makeup and loved how she turned out. She's definitely one of my favorites now. But I gave her snake bites. I don't know if I think I keep the gauges on, but I was trying to determine, like, is the orange a close enough orange to the actual flower? And it sort of was. I was playing around with it and I was like, yeah, but I don't know. I think I like the all black jewelry and stuff. And I don't know what it was with her neck, but her neck would not fit most of the custom chokers I had. Like, the custom chokers would not go around them, and I tried fooling with it and messing with it just to get it work, because there was one that I really, really liked and I really wanted to do, but it wouldn't work. But the one I decided I still do like, because it was very simple, but at the same time pretty, so I was like, yay. But like I said in previous ones, I have been trying to experiment a little bit more with the flower sim, so I was sort of all over the place with the accessories and stuff like that, trying to figure some things out. And with her clothes, I went with a more casual, but try to seem like she really didn't care, and she was like, just like she sort of knows she looks pretty, but she doesn't care necessarily if she is dressed the best, as long as you know, she's good and happy with herself and no one gets in her way. I did still try to give her at least somewhat not covering clothes, just because this is a flower that likes the sun, so she would be outside quite a bit, hence why she's tan and such. So I did give her, technically I did end up giving her a long sleeve shirt, but it is bunched up and it's off the shoulder. It was a shirt that I already put it on her once already in the video, or maybe twice. I have like 4 different color shades of it. One is an EA version, and then the other 3 are versions of it color. That's it. And I was going through and trying to figure out which ones were the one that fit the best. And the shorts, which I'm going to get to it very soon, because I wanted to give her shorts, and I even tried maybe giving her a skirt, but I decided the skirt I wasn't feeling the skirt on her. Like, the sort of personality that I sort of felt her being and imagined her did not seem like she would actually wear a skirt, really. So then I was trying to do some of the shorts, and I didn't think a lot of the shorts fit her. The one short that I thought fit her the most, I was like, wait, I think I actually had that one on the Moonflower sim. So I went and checked, and it was, but I did a different color swatch, because I do decide to come back to those shorts, because I thought they looked good, and I thought they did fit her personality. And I was like, you know what, maybe her and Moonflower are actually friends. And, you know, they bought these shorts at the same time. They're not the exact same, but they're somewhat similar. And, you know, they're good enough friends, and they're cool with each other that they don't care that they're wearing similar shorts. And I thought these shoes also, again, was casual, but a little bit differently, and the fact that they have the lace up all the way going up implies the climbing element. So I try to think of those things and the personalities all at the same time while making the sim, but I do absolutely love how she turned out. She's up there with one of my personal favorites. I hope you all like her as well. Let me know down in the comments below, and like I said, this is going to be possibly one of the last videos that give me any suggestions of flower sims to try to make in future episodes of this series, because I am rounding this series off very soon. The flower series playlist will be down in the description below, along with my other Sims 4 playlists, so you can go check those out. Also, my social medias will be down there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and share the video so that others may enjoy. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!